everybody. What is going on? Uncivilized, we're back. Uh, Brian and Moo just out there hanging out,
Yep.
talking some shit. A loved one is not with us. He is here in spirit. That is that Zachary. He will be back.
Yeah, he'll be back soon.
But we're holding down the fort. You with the Uncivilized right now. And like, I got a text from Brian early. Let's just get into this. Let's cut the bullshit. I got CNN going on in my view right here, and Brian texted me. And I thought it was a joke. Then my agent started texting me. Then everybody started texting me, and I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, my dog, my guy, DeCause." I'm looking at it's Elkins Park, Pennsylvania. His house it's basically like a mansion, and because it is a mansion, he's out.
Yeah, a friend told me this morning, and a friend told me this morning, and then I went on Facebook, and it was showing him getting escorted out of prison. I was like, wow, he's literally out, like right now out.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're following him like he's still a criminal. They got like a chopper following his car. Like, where is he going? Like he like OJ or something. Like, what the fuck is that? Let the man get out of prison and go home. They got a chopper following him home to his house. I'm like, all right, then you got to find some better stories than that. Lead him out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the guy his birthday is July the 12th, 1937. The guy's 83 years old.
He'll be 84.
Yeah, to get out of the fucking car, he literally needed help. Like he's not going anywhere. He's old.
He can't see. He barely can see.
So the guy's a decade older than my dad, who is old. Mm-hmm. They were talking about CNN, so funny. They were talking about what they could do potentially, because it was like the 50 women and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And the guy at CNN was like, well, shit, the problem is that it's been like 30, 40 years.
Well, no, what it was
like even this woman who got him into jail, whose case got him in, he got himself in, whatever. Yeah. But what happened was that she was like days before the statute of limitations, like, hey, this is just too old now.
Yeah, but really, this is what happened. So, he gave that deposition where they asked him, did he ever do something like that? And he basically said yes.
Oh, no.
God, I didn't know. Oh, yeah. There was a deposition he did a long time ago. He did a deposition, but he did that and off the premise that it would never be used against him. Yeah, so that and it actually was used against him along with those girls. So that's the reason why. So the Supreme Court was like, we can't really do that, because then we'll have people that won't want to confess and make plea deals, because in the end it's going to be used against you anyway. You're going to have to go to jail anyway. So the Supreme Court was like, yeah, that's a huge problem there. Yeah. Not saying that he didn't do it, but we have to let him go.
Yeah, I mean,
so he made a deal, and he made a deal on that deposition that said this can never be used against you. You can't go to jail.
Yeah.
So I think his lawyers went and said that he never would have gave you that deposition if you had to use it against him. So I think that's his saving grace for the most part.
Yeah, that's what got him with the and look, me and Brian know, because we've done comedy for another guy, Russell Simmons, who actually left the country, my Uncle Rush. But I mean, Cosby would be brutal to a lot of comedians. He was brutal to Eddie. He was kind of a dick, to be honest with you, because he didn't like any of the hip hop culture, which me and Brian love. He didn't like Eddie Murphy, who me and Brian love. Even Richard Pryor, which a lot of people don't know, was emulating. When he go on stage, his agent was like, well, kind of do what Cosby's doing. So if you watch early Richard Pryor, it kind of was like Cosby, because Cosby was before. Yeah, and then Richard was like, why am I doing this shit? Let me just do the way I want to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think Cosby had a problem with competition. He wanted to be that black guy. He wanted to be that one that always was up there. He didn't want to be like Bill Cosby and Richard Pryor. He like, nah, Bill Cosby. Don't worry about Richard Pryor. I'm gonna make sure I'm in this space and everybody else is not in that space.
I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah, he had gotten to a level where he was worth $500 million. So of course he was just like, I'm that that nigga.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm that nigga.
Basically.
Exactly. Yeah,
So,
no, I totally agree with that. And hey, you know what? The cause is out. And yeah, shit. He'll probably be laying the fuck low. And I mean, hell, like you said, the guy can't see. So they got people screaming outside of his house. I don't know why, because the nigga probably can't even hear. Like he's really, really old. It's like, I don't know what happened with him. And yeah, we'll just keep we'll just have to keep our eyes close to this fucking thing.
Yeah.
But there's something else that is I'm definitely keeping my eyes close to, and this is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Wow.
And I mean, Brian called me and let me know that this is bad.
Yeah. Because Moose stepped away from the TV, right? And he was all like, Milwaukee and the Clippers. And I'm like Suns in Atlanta. So he stepped away from the TV. And then Giannis's ankle looked like a boomerang. It had folded back a little bit. I was like, damn. Then I was like, Suns in 4. Suns winning the shit in 4.
Oh my God. Giannis has suffered. This is from I got the computer up. I'm like in the matrix right now. Sources: people within the Milwaukee Bucks organization fear that Giannis Antetokounmpo has suffered a severe ACL injury. However, no MRI has been done yet. Well, you don't need to.
Yeah. We saw what happened. We saw what happened.
Yeah.
Now he could be crazy and get injections and just play through the pain, hoping that it doesn't rupture or anything, because I'm gonna tell you right now, that's what the fans want him to do. The Bucks fans gonna be like, if you fold right now, you are so close to getting the championship. This is the furthest you ever got, and now you gonna fold? You better not. If he folds, the Bucks have no chance. Absolutely zero chance with any competitor, with Clippers or the Suns. Or the Hawks.
If he folds, well, first of all, Brown, because when we were watching the game, the Atlanta Hawks were already beating them with Giannis on the court. It was a 10-point lead at that point. So then when he got injured, Brian, and you went to Uncivilized right now, when he got injured, it was just it's really over. Atlanta will win the next game. That shit is over. Yeah. Look at Middleton. Middleton had like 38 points. What did he have yesterday? Like 6? He didn't have any points. I don't even know if the nigga played. Yeah, he was just completely out of it. Trae Young didn't play. Well, and they won.
That's because old Lemon Pepper Lou, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't count out my dog Lou Williams. I wish the Lakers would have kept him.
Oh man,
he's a great player. Offensive beast off the bench. He'll come off the bench and give you 30 easy, and that's what he did. They said, let me put him in the place of Trae Young, and look what he did. Yeah. I think he was like 6 from 7 from the field. Only missed one shot. Like, okay. Yeah. In an NBA game.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. And then
that's like DeAndre Ayton. You remember Ayton? Yeah. Ayton in a game, Ayton went 14 for 15 field goals.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Plus Bogdan, one of the Serbian European players, he's back in there. Gallinari looks good.
Yeah.
What's his name? Collins. He looks good. They have a team. They almost look like Brian. They look like a college team almost.
Yeah, just not. They don't have that much height. They don't have that much height, but yeah, college. They're very young. They got some youth there.
Yeah. And they can insert different people in there, and it really doesn't even matter. The fact. Well, here's the thing about Lemon Pepper Lou. Lemon Pepper Lou's an old nigga.
Yeah.
He's a grown nigga.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two, Lemon Pepper Lou dated twins at the same time.
Yeah.
I just posted. Lemon Pepper Lou is like legendary, and he's Lemon Pepper fucking Lou. Yeah, he's in Atlanta.
First of all, he has wings named after him in a strip club. I'm gonna tell you, it's a rapper named Stunner for Vegas. He got a song called "I Shoot Like Lou Will." Like, look, he got a song. So yeah, everybody knows what's up with Lou Williams. Man.
Everybody knows what's up with Lou Will. I don't think Giannis. Giannis is definitely out. You forget about that. It's out.
Yeah, Giannis was out anyway, man. You see how many air balls he threw up? He threw up air ball. He was airballing free throws. Oh my God. This motherfucker airballed he airballed a free throw. I mean, this is the thing. All the people counting them down. You see that countdown? They're like, 1, 2, just stressing the fuck out. He
Yeah.
cannot handle that because in your mind, as you're shooting that free throw, you know all that's for you. You know, everybody at that moment is looking at you. So you're just trying to breathe and try to get this free throw off, and you airball it after. That's how you know he can't handle the pressure at all. At all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna happen.
Woo.
And then 53 tonight, they have to it's not a must win because they can win at Phoenix.
Yeah.
But the thing with them, and notice that the Clippers are just kind of like they're like Atlanta in reverse. They've got old niggas on that team. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
DeMarcus Cousins, you're like, oh, that's right. I remember this guy was a beast.
Yeah.
Serge Ibaka's injured, but he's on that team.
Yeah.
Paul George is actually not playing like a crazy. He's actually, I mean, the nigga looks pretty good. It's so weird. Certain people need their back against the wall, B. Yeah. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I didn't know you guys want me to play for real. You're like, oh, what the fuck are you doing?
Hey, Kawhi doing Paul George dirty, man. This is the man that's been screaming load management, and you still got injured. What's the purpose of load management? You won't ever get load management ever again after that.
No,
because it didn't work. It didn't work. You still got injured anyway, and you couldn't perform at the most pivotal time when we needed you, and we gave you load management. Oh no, that'll never happen again.
No. The Kawhi stock is really. I'm glad you brought that up. The injury, Kawhi stock has really gone down for me. Let's go up some names, everybody. Of stars who missed the playoffs. Nets guard Kyrie Irving, Nets guard James Harden, Jazz guard Mike Conley, Jazz guard Donovan Mitchell. Remember Donovan Mitchell was injured.
Yeah, he was.
Joel Embiid's been injured. Anthony Davis, Jaylen Brown.
Yep.
Jamal Murray.
Mm-hmm.
Can you remember another season, B, where this many stars have been injured in the playoffs?
No. But do you know why this is happening? I think it's because they didn't really have that big of a rest from the bubble to when they started this new season. Yeah, that bubble happened, and then they just had a little break, and then they started the season again. So I think that plays a huge role in that. They didn't have a break like they normally would. So I think that plays a huge factor with it.
Yeah, no, I can definitely I could agree with that. Do you think one thing Gary Payton was saying, that lack of practice or conditioning, you know, like the guys don't practice like the way they did like in the 90s, even like Kobe, you know, early 2000s. You know, they kind of hang out, and then like it's a lot of injuries, you know. It's like weird almost. Like it's weird. Like Giannis is out. Really, who's gonna win the championship is the motherfuckers that's the most healthy.
Well, who can maintain good health. Yeah.
Yeah, can a motherfucker stay healthy? And I think that's why I think it's the Hawks. And I gotta say, I think it is wow. I gotta say Clippers.
Okay. I think it's gonna be the Hawks, and gotta say the Suns.
Phoenix Suns, really?
The Phoenix Suns, yeah. I think they can pull it off. I mean, you gotta understand the Clippers have to win 2 more in a row.
Yeah.
Okay. Has Devin Booker really gone off this series? No, he hasn't. No. It's about time for that to happen. So that's going to happen one of these 2 games. Is Chris Paul? Chris Paul's been a little slow since he came back from. Well, no, it's because, you know, they threw him off. He had a little COVID, little quarantine thing. So then he came back for this series. So he need to get back to the swing of things too. But they have such an advantage in the fact that all they need to win is 1 more game versus Clippers having to win 2 in a row. I just feel like the likelihood Suns gonna win this one, man. And then you got DeAndre Ayton. He's 90% in the paint. Like, that's his nickname. 90% from the paint. Ayton. Yeah. I mean, that's the guarantee. Who do the Clippers have to handle him?
I mean, shit. What's crazy? They didn't have Zubac last game. They put in DeMarcus Cousins, and he kind of bullied up the joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, you're right. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. That's for goddamn sure.
Yeah.
Whatever happens with them, and of course the Lakers are now thinking about getting Russell Westbrook.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, Russell would be great for LA. I mean, he went to Louisiana, so I mean, he's from Los Angeles, so I'm all for that. I mean, if he can throw up triple doubles like that still over here in Los Angeles, it's actually good and over. I mean, he's still aggressive, very yeah. That's like he'd be good for Los Angeles, and I think he can handle Laker fans. Some players come to the Lakers, they soften up because these Lakers fans, they'll read some shit the next day. And the Lakers fans like, if you don't score 20 points next game, I'm gonna kill you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lakers fans are crazy. They're crazy.
They're crazy as fuck.
Yeah. No. And if you're not winning, they will cancel you easily.
No, they'll honey fucking roast you, those goddamn Lakers fans, man.
Yeah.
They better get their oh God, they better get their shit together, because I mean, next year I got a good feeling. I think LeBron's got 2 more years in him. 2 more prime years.
Yeah, LeBron want to wait until, I think LeBron want to get 1 year in with his son.
Wow.
So that would
his son would
that would be 3 more seasons he'd have to last.
Wow.
At least 3 seasons.
Yeah, because his son would have to graduate
high school, and then then he'd have to do a year, unless LeBron can find a way within these next 2 years to reinstate high school players back in. He probably good with Adam Silver. He's like, man, I just want to play 1 year with my boy. Let's go ahead and slide him under the radar real quick. God. I mean, this is LeBron James. If LeBron James' son is about to go to the league, and LeBron is number 1 in scoring, number 1 in top 5 in rebounds, top 5 in assists too, they probably do it for him. They probably do it.
And will everybody watch? Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Everybody will watch that.
I mean, that's father and son. Has that ever happened in the NBA? It's just like, and if they won a championship, woo!
As father and son?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean,
that'd be like a 30 for 30 down the road.
Nigga, that'd be a 60 for 60. Yeah. I mean, they'd have to put that in history books. That's like an old Negro tale.
I mean, them niggas will have a dual shoe collaboration with Jordan. Like, it's like a dual pack. Like, oh my God.
That would be damn, man. I'm never even thinking about that. I really never thought about the fact that the nigga really could play with his son.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, he's still pretty healthy to a point where he could last 3 more seasons. He just can't be the focal point of the team. He just needs to start to build people around him so he can be more of a facilitator now, teach him how to play like him and train like him, to where he could last. He'll survive.
No, he'll definitely survive. And speaking of surviving, man, we just had a little hang recently, everybody, me and Brian, Uncivilized, you're listening to us right now, and LA felt back.
Yeah.
Kind of wanted to do a little NBA talk, obviously talk about my boy Cos, but also talk about just no mask. And LA felt back. You know what I mean?
And people really, are in your face already. All of it back in your face and all in your space again. Like, damn. You already had some people talk to me, and they, when you talk, you project. So I got hit in the forehead with like some saliva. Like, I got COVID on my forehead already. So it's just like I'm already getting like, it's back.
Yeah, I saw on the news though that the Delta variant is starting to really come through. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do about that, because I can tell you right now, Brian, once people took the mask off and everybody's hanging out, it'll be impossible to lock it up again.
No, it'll be impossible to tell them to put it back on.
Yes, I'm talking about.
Just even to put the mask back on.
Oh yeah, people will be like, "Fuck it, man. I guess I'm gonna get it." Like, people are not gonna do that. They said that, and this is where the governor, he was of California, was like, "Yeah, we might have to go back to mask on inside." I'm like, bro, that ship is already sailed, buddy. I think it's sailed. Did you see the news on that? Yeah, the governor's talking about maybe putting the mask back on in public places. I'm like, I think you've already the ship sailed on that, man.
Mm-hmm.
People are just done. Look, they took the vaccine. People want to move on, and nothing you can do about it. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can do about it because the stadiums are backfilled. I mean, a lot of people's lives were lost. I mean, shit, people had, did their quarantines at their houses and everything. And now when I saw you, we were walking around like, damn, it just feels like normal with more outside eating areas. I like the fact they kept the eating areas.
Yeah.
So that was
to the end of the year.
To the end of the year.
Yeah.
They'll keep the eating areas. What's funny is how many new businesses popped up during the pandemic. Me and B out, we're like, when did all this shit open? Like we're on a rooftop bar in downtown Cobra. I'm like, you guys, wait a minute, you had no customers and you had the capital to open during a pandemic, and they did. New pizza spot. Me and B went to a couple of new spots in downtown Cobra. If you guys are ever down in downtown Culver City, it's popping. There's got to be like 5 new spots down there.
Well, yeah, you got Sony Pictures in Culver City.
Yeah,
they're just built. They just now are building a facility for Apple in Culver City on Washington. I did some research on that, and they're about to put about 1,000 Apple employees over there. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. As to why, this is looking like Silicon Beach over there. Have you go Playa Vista over there? Wow, have you been over there? Woo. Where the IMAX corporate or the IMAX thing is over there, Google's over there, YouTube. I've been over there quite a few times. That YouTube facility is beautiful, actually. If you if you have over like 10,000 subscribers, I think you can use it.
You can use it for free.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah,
it's pretty sick.
Yeah, me and Ian shot a spot over there. No, they YouTube's just brilliant. They really give their creators and give people facilities to use if you have those subscribers.
We may need to focus on YouTube.
Yeah, and YouTube is just a great spot. But people are trying to get out of San Francisco, B. They don't want to pay those prices up that Silicon. Well, which oddly enough, to come to LA, I'm like, LA is just as
it's the same price.
It's not. Yeah, it's the same price. But LA is just the biggest city. San Fran's a little bit tighter, way better weather because it gets colder in San Fran. But and a little bit taller buildings in San Fran. I feel like San Fran's a little bit more city feel. Even when I went to San Fran, it felt like a Chicago. But yeah, everybody, things are getting back to normal. It's a good thing. I'm a segue into something though that is pretty much the #1 news story, and it's something that is not normal. And me and Brian were talking about it. Is this damn building collapsing?
Oh yeah, I was about to say
that happened. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they found 16 dead, and they said 147 people are missing. Whoa! They already have it. They already have attorneys that are about to sue the towers for this. I'm like, yeah, y'all got to pay so many people. Now, they did say this. They said that those people own those properties or something in there. So they said that they had brought to the HOA. I don't know if they had like building association. They brought up the fact that the building needed some work and to the tune of like $9 million. And the residents was like, well, it's like a total of like 9. So they were like, that's a lot of money. Like, so they don't know if it's because of that the work wasn't done or that the towers were actually just like, we're not gonna, I mean, we don't know, but either way it's bad. Either way it's bad.
Wait a minute. Now, see, that's something I didn't really check out, and that's crazy, is that the HOA had told the people.
Yeah, they proposed to them, supposedly, that's what they said. They had proposed to them a proposal to do some renovations in the building, but it was going to be anywhere between $9 or $15 million or something like that.
Wow. So so basically your HOA payments would go up a month, but they would go up, gradually. You just pay more of your monthly payment, and the company was just pay the $9 million outright because it was buckling, Brian. Because that damn seawater, because it's in Miami. And it was the bottom. Once the bottom fell, the whole thing caved inside each other. Wow.
They're like liquefied.
Yeah, basically. Jesus, it made me think like, man, I never want to live in one of those like Ooh, that was scary. It was kind of.
Yeah, the high rises, yeah, it's not my thing.
Yeah.
I mean, even when I was in Hawaii for work and I was on like the 40th floor, that shit freaked me the fuck out every time I looked out the window. I'm like, I'm too damn high. If this motherfucker collapse, like
Done deal.
Yeah, when that hurricane came out there, Hurricane Lane, I was actually in that building and it freaked me out because I was like, okay, you talking about winds of over 100 and some miles an hour about to hit this island? I said, if these windows shatter, it's gonna suck me out the fucking 40th floor, dude. Yeah, I was
Like
worried
an
about
airplane.
that. Yeah,
It'll fucking take you right the fuck out.
yeah, I was worried
God
about that.
damn.
But luckily, we just got the tail end of it, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, no, that's not that bad at all. That's crazy. Yeah, I just prayers go out to those people. It's they're still going through the rubble to try to find some more people. It's I mean, hell, I got CNN on right now. They're talking about the damn Delta variant, forcing officials to rethink the mask guidelines. I'm like, good luck with that, like we already talked about. I think I want to throw one more hat into the ring. You're with the Uncivilized right now, Brian and Moo. This one affects you and I personally. This one affects a lot of niggas personally. There is a wing shortage that is happening in America that I don't understand how the fuck this happened. I'm looking at it right now, and it's just like
I absolutely love how Wingstop rebranded themselves into Thigh Stop. I love that. And I'm gonna tell you, lemon pepper chicken thighs. I haven't even had one of those yet, but I think those would be pretty good.
Yeah.
Have you had the thighs?
I'm gonna go into the story, and then I'm gonna have some closing. We should have some closing thoughts on this podcast. But yeah. So, oh God, America, why? Who am I? Where am I? You're out of wings. Thighs stop. Rick Ross opening the car trunk, opening up all the thighs. Even though Rick Ross don't even eat that shit no more. Rick Ross has lost so much weight. Yeah. He's back on his bully right now. The thighs, Brian, I got them. I got them when they tried them out. It's almost like Wingstop knew there was going to be a wing shortage, so they were like, let's try the thighs early. Yeah. So I had the thighs back. I want to say like during the pandemic.
Well, you did.
Order some thighs, Brian. Yep.
All right.
And
so how'd you order them? Did you order well done like the wings?
Like the wings, I did well done thighs. What sauce did I do, Brian? I did the mango habanero.
Okay, so how many do they give you?
5.
5 for the price of how many wings you think? So 5 thighs would be equivalent to like if you bought 10 wings? 10
yeah. It wasn't expensive.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't expensive, and basically they were goddamn delicious because they're thighs.
Their thighs, they're juicier. Yeah, they got a little flavor.
Yeah, even in fried chicken, this regular fried chicken bucket, my mama always liked thighs. Yeah. Because it's the darker meat and it's just a juicier, bone-in thighs.
Yeah.
Now they have boneless thighs. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I don't know if I'm even want to jump into that.
Well, you know that one little bone that thigh has in the middle. You can debone a thigh. Like if you got a nice little sharp blade, you can get that one little bone out of there.
Yeah.
and then it's boneless. Then it's boneless.
And then it's done.
Yeah.
So they got boneless thighs, and I gotta say I'm pretty goddamn excited about this. I'm because I've already had it, but I didn't do like I learned from you that lemon pepper or that garlic parmesan.
Because the dry rub on the thigh.
Yeah. Because now you're getting into a part of the chicken where it's a real piece of chicken. Not that a wing isn't, but once a nigga starts eating thighs, you're like, well, shit, I'm gonna eat. I can do beans. I can have potato salad. I can actually make a meal.
The Cajun corn will go good with the thighs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, maybe for the next game, I'll order a little some of those Wingstop thighs, and we'll have to fucking comment on it next time. I don't know. It's been an interesting the sports. Next week is, I think the finals are next week, aren't they? They have to be.
Yeah, they should be. Yeah.
This time of year, Brian, everything kind of comes to a little bit of an end. You know, sports starts to chill out. You get into the finals. We have an NBA champion. But then there's also something, Brian, that we haven't even thought about: the fucking Olympics.
Yeah.
With the fucking Olympics, ladies and gentlemen, the Olympics are coming up.
Yeah.
And
speaking of that,
I want to throw. What'd you say?
I said, speaking of that, you see that 17-year-old that broke Usain Bolt's record?
No. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
17-year-old, I forgot his name. He broke Usain Bolt's record in the 200 meters.
Really?
He's actually the youngest person to go to the Olympics, I think. He's 17. He's still in high school, and he's going to the Olympics.
Oh, Uran Knighton.
Yeah.
Smashes Usain Bolt's 200. Smashes it.
Yeah.
So he must have beat the shit out of it.
Yeah, and the dude did it. I watched it. I mean, the dude looked like he was jogging. I was like, wait. The other dudes was like this. You know, they using everything they have to propel themselves forward. This dude just like jogging, like, okay. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker fast. Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
17.
I'm gonna tell you guys, because we were gone for a little bit, and then we come back, and Brian and I are just gonna make a concerted effort of just keeping it consistent and keeping it uploaded, and then I'm and it'll be shared amongst all you can check it out. And I think during the Olympics that week, we might have to do probably a couple of weeks, just because there's gonna be so much shit going on. And Brian, then football season starts, and my Raiders, and I'm not Raiders. I'm just a fucking bear. I'm a piece
of
garbage. Here we go. I'm not a Raider. I'm a piece of garbage.
Okay.
I am garbage.
Last time he was like, my boy Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Now he's talking about the Raiders this year. And then he was like, Patty Mahomes. He's like,
Brian, leave me alone.
I'm like, who's he really like?
Yeah, who's this motherfucker? So now they got breaking news in front of Cosby's house.
Why would you leave Cosby alone? Leave Cosby
I know,
alone.
like all the cameras out here. This is like a disaster. Before we get out of here, guys, been Uncivilized. Oh God, I could do this all day. I gotta see what this Cosby shit's. I gotta see what they're talking about. It's like a disaster. Oh, I got one for you.
Yeah.
With the Olympics, and LeBron James has the shop, which is basically this.
Yeah.
It's basically a live podcast. It's just niggas talking.
Yeah.
And Cosby's on. Oh, wait, Cosby's on. Guys, we got that Civilized here. Break it. I gotta see what my nigga Cosby doing. It's been moved.
Brian.
You got Brian.
Yep.
We'll be back with your shit. We might have to come back. We'll see you guys Thursday. We'll have to do another one.
We'll be back real soon for sure.
Real soon.
Definitely.
Hey, y'all be good.
All right.
Yo.